The chicken and of the family, illustrated by Daphne Moran. The Chicken and the Family by Mary Amato, illustrated by Daphne Duran. Henrietta and two older sisters who loved to tease her. She hated it when they laughed at her or made fun of her games. One night, Henrietta was lying in bed trying to decide what to dream about, but when Boo, her sister, popped up beside her, Henrietta screamed. "We have a secret to tell you," said Kim, her big sister. "You're a chicken. Henrietta, it's true. You really are a chicken. Mom got you from Barney's farm, did she, Claire?" Claire nodded. "But I don't even know like a chicken." Henrietta argued. "You do too," said Kim. "Your legs are yellow and your toes are long." Henrietta's legs are kind of yellow. Her toes were long. "What about your father?" she asked. "I don't have any feathers." "You do. You grow feathers every night. We have to pluck them out before you wake up. That's our job. It's why we get more allowance than you do, right, Claire?" Claire nodded. "Henry, put your pillow over the head. I don't believe you." Kim sighed. "What do you eat every morning?" "For breakfast, Henrietta." "Cereal." "Ah." Kim pulled away the pillow. "That's what chickens eat, and that's what we do eat every morning, eggs." "Where do you think the eggs?" "From the grocery store." "Wrong, Sam. We get them from you. You don't." Henrietta pulled her sheets over her head. "Sweet dreams, Henrietta," Kim said. "Sorry," Claire added. Poor Henrietta tried to sleep, but she couldn't stop worrying. What if they were telling the truth? She closed her eyes and chanted, "I'm not a chicken, I'm not a chicken, I'm not a chicken." The chat helped her fall asleep. When she woke up, she jumped out of bed and looked in the mirror. She wasn't a chicken. She was a girl. A perfectly normal girl. But then the bed was an egg, and the floor and she bed were two brown feathers. Her sisters were tight. Right, it was a chicken. She kept down the stairs, peeked in the kitchen, and her family was gathered around the breakfast table. Kim was singing her "I Love Bacon" song, and Claire and her parents were laughing and joining in. This sounded so human. Henrietta couldn't face them. She had to find her family. So she slipped out the front door and walked down the road to Barney's farm. She passed the barn and headed to the meadow where there was a wooden hen house. A dozen chickens were out, strolling on a long grass. "That's me," Henrietta said. "I'm home." A small brown chicken hopped in front of her foot, clucked, and she made a little sister. Henrietta thought it would be nice to have a little sister's change. Henrietta hopped and replied, "Bark, bark, bark." Another chicken flapped her wings. Henrietta flapped. The chicken strutted around and Henrietta followed. When the fattest, he ran to the patch of dirt, flapped dirt all over her. Henrietta did the same. After a while, the little brown who started the game to tag. Henry was it. Kim and Claire on her bikes. Her face was red from fluffing and huffing. "We've been looking for everywhere. You've got to come home," Kim said. "Oh, we're in big trouble. Mom and Dad are mad at us because you ran away." Claire squealed and told him to run. We teased about being a chicken. Henry hopped from foot to foot and "But I'm a chicken." "You aren't," Claire said. "We made that up." "What about the eggs and my bed and the feathers?" "Don't be silly, Kim Royals. We put those there for you." Henry looked at the creatures, calling themselves her sister. "Didn't believe you." She said, "What a dumb head. You're not a chicken." Henry turned to the brown hen. "And you would never call me a dumbhead, would you?" The hen stretched her neck and chuckled. Henrietta sat next to her warm glass. "I like being a chicken." "Chickens are nicer to me than the guys are, but you're not a chicken," Kim screamed. "This is a peaceful meadow." Henrietta said, "Please use a peaceful voice." "Bark, bark," the white thin head. Farmer Barney wandered up into the barn. "Hey girls, what's this squawking about?" "Henrietta thinks she's a chicken," Claire explained. Barney tipped her his hat. "Chickens are the greatest, and I wouldn't mind being a chicken myself." Kim glared at him. Can I stay here with the little chickens? Henrietta says. Always got room for another free ranger, he says, headed back to the barn. Kim hissed, and you want to get us in trouble? Henrietta struggled. I'm just a chicken. What do you know about trouble? Kim turned her bike around. Come on, Claire, let's go. Claire bit her nails. Mom is going to be mad at us. I don't want to go home, Kim rolled her eyes. You are such a chicken, Claire. Claire looked at her sitting in the grass, and the sky was blue, and the sun was warm. And chicken with you, Henrietta always got the room for another free ranger. Henrietta replied. Claire parked her bike and sat with Henrietta and the other chickens. I don't believe this, Kim said. Then she rode in the fluff and don't know. He grinned. Let's play. Follow the leader. Of course, Henrietta was the leader, and she strolled, squawked, and flapped her wings in a glorious uprode chicken, and Meadow joined in. Oh, wonderful to be a chicken after all. Sometimes it's good to be a chicken.